அப்பதான் எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் பேர் சொல்லுங்க.
My name is hemma, sir.
ஓ ஹேமஸ்ரீ, ஐ அம் so glad you could join. நீங்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்றீங்களா தமிழ்ல சொல்றீங்களா?
I will tell English, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and share with everybody your experiments. Do the experiments. Did you do the experiments together with your twin sister?
Yes, sir.
You did. So are you both going to share together? Are you both on a phone call?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why don't you share one and then she can share the other one? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
First experiment. I filled a glass with water and I kept it in the freezer. After the water, I found a layer of ice. It formed on the top, and hard ice is found at the bottom of the glass. It took her to freeze completely.
Nice. Was there water inside?
And then, sir,
When the ice started forming after 1 or 2 hours, did you try to break the ice
yes, sir.
with your fingers?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel water?
Yes, sir.
You know why ice is forming only on the outside? You know why ice is forming on the outside part, which is touching the tumbler? Why is it forming outside, but water inside is not freezing?
I don't know the reason why.
Why? How do you think? Why do you think liquid is? So liquid is turning to ice, right? You're in 9th grade, correct? You're in 9th class இல்லையா? உங்களுக்கு liquid, solid, gas பத்தி தெரியுமா?
Yes, sir.
ஓகே. நீங்க வந்து liquid வந்து எப்படி நம்ம liquid வந்து சாலிடா எப்ப ஆகுது, திடமா எப்ப ஆகும்?
When the temperature goes down,
என்ன temperature?
temperature of the liquid
What temperature?
goes down.
What temperature? At what temperature will the water turn to ice?
0 degrees Celsius, sir.
Excellent job. Very good job. அப்ப வந்து நம்ம வந்து ஏன் வெளியில ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது பின்ன? Why is the temperature less on the outside part of the water inside the tumbler? Because it's colder from the freezer. Outside part is, yes, colder, but the ice, once it starts forming, it shields the inside water from getting colder. Does it make sense? It is called have you heard the word called insulator? Have you heard the word called conductor? So these are two things.
Metal.
Excellent. So நம்ம வந்து ஏன் துணி போட்டுக்கிறோம்? நம்ம வந்து துணி போட்டுட்டேனா நம்ம எல்லாரும் clothes போட்டுக்கிறோம்ல. We wear it because we want to protect our skin from the outside elements, right? Just like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When the sun is very hot, we wear clothes and it protects us from the heat. Because it absorbs some of the heat and then it doesn't transmit it. அதே மாதிரி நம்ம ஐஸ் வந்து வெளியில ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது முதல்ல, ஏன்னா அதுல இருந்து அந்த வெளி இந்த அட்மாஸ்பியர்லேருந்து ஃப்ரீசருக்குள்ளே இருக்கிற அட்மாஸ்பியர்லேருந்து நம்மளுக்கு முதல்ல கோல்ட்னஸ் வருது. அது டிரான்ஸ்மிட் ஆகுது கோல்டு. அது வந்து முதல்ல வெளி இருக்கிற விஷயத்துல தான் அது வந்து வருது. இல்லை, டு யூ கெட் இட் நவ்?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm so glad. Good job. We will, next week, we are going to do an experiment with different types of
Okay, sir.
liquids, not just water. We will try. I think some of you said you like rasam. I remember we are going to do an experiment with
Yes, sir. Down.
nice milagu rasam. I think Yogas and Jagdishwaran both like rasam. So we're going to do an experiment with rasam and freeze it in the fridge. All right. So next experiment, would you like to share, Hemashri or Hemadharni will share about the rice?
Yes, sir.
சொல்லுங்க.
I will share, sir.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I put quarter cup of rice with half a cup of water in a vessel, and I cooked it for 5 minutes without being closed. I continued the same process in the closed vessel and in a pressure cooker. The rice which is cooked in the pressure cooker, sir,
Hmm.
uh,
Oh, okay.
the
Rice
rice
get
which
cooked
is cooked
Hmm.
in the open vessel is slightly cooked, and it contains a bit moisture.
Hmm.
The rice which is cooked in the closed vessel uh, is, was cooked a bit better than the previous one.
Hmm.
The rice which is cooked in the pressure cooker is undercooked, but while comparing to the previous two, it is the best.
Correct. So,
And I continue this process
hmm.
for 10 minutes. The rice which is cooked in the closed vessel and in the open vessel are too dry and hard to chew, and the rice which is cooked in the pressure cooker is soft. I continue this process for 15 minutes. The rice which is cooked in the open vessel and in the closed vessel was burnt and undercooked, but the rice which is cooked in the pressure cooker is was cooked properly and ready to eat. On seeing this, I felt very happy, sir.
Nice. So, why is it that the pressure cooker is cooking it well?
Because the water vapor can't escape from the pressure cooker.
Okay. And what happens if the water vapor doesn't escape? What happens?
It cooked very well, sir.
Okay, but is there a pressure cooker? Does it do a whistle? Is there a whistle?
Yes, sir.
Why is there a whistle at
Yes,
the end
sir.
of the pressure cooker? Why is there a whistle at the end of the cooking?
The while the water vapor is leaving out
Correct. But why is the water vapor
from the pressure cooker.
coming out of the pressure cooker?
Mm. It
What?
can't
Go ahead.
stay there because there is no place inside for it.
Correct. But why is it not continuously doing whistle? Why is it coming only sometimes? Only after some time it comes, right? The whistle in the pressure cooker. Why is it taking so much time?
Because when in the first whistle, when the water vapor leaves out, there is some more place for the water vapor, sir.
Correct. And the water vapor is the same water vapor, right? But after some time, the whistle comes out. So the whistle is a little heavy, right? Have you felt it? It is heavy, right?
There is some water remaining in the pressure.
Correct. But if the pressure, what does pressure mean? You know the word pressure?
Uh,
What does pressure mean?
yes, sir.
அழுத்தம். ப்ரெஷர்னா அழுத்தம். இந்த ப்ரெஷர் குக்கர்ல
அழுத்தம்.
அது வந்து வாட்டர் வந்து நம்ம சுட பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தேன்னா அது வாட்டர் ப்ரெஷர் மேல அதிகமாகுது. அந்த வாட்டர் ப்ரெஷர் அதிகமாச்சுன்னா அது எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் ஆகுது. எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா அது அத்தனை அழுத்தம் வந்து அது ப்ரெஷர் தாங்க முடியல. தாங்க முடியாதனால அது எப்படி எப்படி வெளியில வரலான்னு பார்க்கறது முயற்சி பண்ணுறது. அதுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற ஆவி. அந்த ஆவி வந்து அத்தனை ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கிறதுனால தான் அந்த வெசில மேல தூக்கி காத்து வெளியில வருது. அப்பதான் சத்தம் போடுறது. அந்த காத்து வந்து அந்த சின்ன இடத்துல இருந்து வெளியில வந்ததுன்னா அது சத்தம் போடுறது. ஆனா காத்து அது பிரஷர் அதிகமாயிண்டே ஆகுது. அந்த நம்ம தண்ணியை கொதிக்க வச்சுட்டே இருந்தா ஆவி வந்து சூடு மட்டும் ஆகல, அது பிரஷரும் அதிகமாகுது. புரியுதாங்க? Oh, do you understand what I
Okay,
said?
sir.
Sorry, I tried to speak in Tamil also, but basically,
Yes, yes, sir.
so the pressure is increasing inside, and actually, when you, uh, you know, increase the pressure, the boiling point of the water changes. So actually, do you understand what boiling point means?
Yes, sir.
Can you share what it means?
Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius.
ஆமா, அப்ப என்ன நடக்கும்?
In that boiling point,
ம்,
the when the water is in liquid state,
ம்.
it changes into water vapor in gaseous state.
Excellent. But you know what happens in the pressure cooker? When you apply pressure, the boiling point changes. The boiling point becomes higher. From 100 degrees centigrade, it goes up higher. And you know what? How it benefits? Because it stays as water.
Okay.
It stays as water for a longer period of time. So even though you are continuously applying heat in the pressure cooker, the pressure builds up and it stays as water for not just 100 degrees centigrade but 110 degrees centigrade. And that helps
Okay.
soften the rice even quicker. Isn't that amazing? We found
Okay,
that
sir.
invention of pressure
Yes,
cooker.
sir.
So you so much to learn about boiling
Yes, sir.
point and freezing point. Is Hema also there with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Does she want to speak about her observations?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
எனக்கு குட் மார்னிங்மா இங்க
Now
கத்தால
I'm
இருக்கு
going to.
எனக்கு
Okay,
இங்க
sir.
காத்தால பாஸ்டர்ல இங்க 6 மணிக்கு ஏந்தேனா உங்களுக்கு சாயங்காலம் அதனால எனக்கு குட் மார்னிங் போடணும் நீங்க
Okay, sir.
சரி நீங்க சொல்லுங்க
First, for the first experiment, I filled the glass with water and I kept it in the freezer. After 50 minutes, I observed that the ice formed at the bottom of the tumbler and crust of ice, an ice crust formed at the top of the tumbler. And I kept it with my finger. I did. And then I kept it in the freezer and I wait. After 6 hours, it got a
your hands
it after it got freeze completely. I took it out and I took the ice out of the tumbler, sir. Water cup of rice and pour half a cup of water in a vessel, and I cooked it for 5 minutes. And I observed that the rice was hard to touch and it was a little bit watery in the open vessel, sir. In the closed vessel, the rice cooked a little bit better, compare with the previous open vessel, sir. And it was not oil, and the rice was dry and it was Dutch, but it was not properly, sir. And if I have the same process for maize, I did the same maize, remove the rice was soft and dry. In the closed vessel, I observed that the rice was dry and soft to touch. And in the pressure cooker, I observed that it cooked a little. It have to cook a little bit more, sir. Sir, I don't know, sir, why it burns. Because there is no water in it. All the water escaped.
correct but what is it why can't it keep getting softer and softer and liquid rice from solid it's supposed to turn to liquid, right?
Yes, sir.
But why did it burn?
I
Isn't it interesting?
don't know the reason, sir.
But isn't it it's
Sir,
interesting, right? Because if you put water, if you put ice in the
yes,
gas stove, what do you think will happen?
the ice will melt
To water.
and again into water and it forms into water vapor. And
Any solid subject?
no, sir.
Why not? So, do you know that metals also can turn into liquid?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Metals can turn into liquid by melt. If we melt it
Correct,
by using fire,
correct. But why is it that rice is not doing that?
rice is very soft, but metal is too hard compared with if we compare the rice to.
So, rice should be easier to melt, right?
Yes, sir.
So, it's very interesting that it burns. So just want to think about it.
Yes, sir.
That's what is science. Does not give you the answers easily. There is so much to learn. So rice is a
Okay.
what part of a plant is rice?
Paddy, sir.
Amma, what part of the plant is it?
What part is sir?
Is rice stem?
Seed.
Ah, very good job. It's a seed. So actually, this is something very interesting that I'd like everybody to learn because Raghu said, I think I'm going to unmute you so that you can help this concept. Hema Shri and Hemadharni have explained the experiment very well because they are ninth graders. They shared with us about freezing point and boiling point of 0 degree centigrade and 100 degree centigrade. And also, the rice is a seed. It's a very important thing that we are going to think about for the next experiment. Seed is a very interesting output of a plant that we eat, but it is very hard to really break it down to eatable format. Why is
Yes,
it
sir.
that is the case? That's one of the things that we will learn. So thank you so much, Hemadharni. I'll unmute you, but I'll unmute next user 5 because it's long after.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much.